Hello everybody, welcome to Season 2! We're here! We're finally here. Season 2 of Game of Thrones is finally here. I want to shout out everybody who joined me in the stream that happened this past Sunday. We watched the history and lore of the first season. So thank you to you guys who tuned in and anybody else who later watched the VOD of that one. If you haven't seen it, if you weren't aware of this, it's available on the channel. Of course, if you go and look at the lives, you'll be able to find it. So again, a big shout out to all of you guys who joined me in the live and to the rest of my subscribers and viewers. Keep in mind, we will probably be doing another live stream for Season 2, the history and lore video for Season 2, after we're done obviously with the season, which we're about to start right now. Daenerys, McQueen, finally bringing back the glory of the dragons by hatching those eggs that were given to her at the start of the show. Khal Drogo is dead, at least for the moment. As I said, I'm certain he will return. In what way, in what manner, I guess we'll have to find out. But Daenerys did finish off last season with a ritual. I presume it had something to do with Khal as well, other than just wanting to just finally hatch the baby dragons, which I can't wait to experience. How are baby dragons like? How do they behave? Are they like the direwolves, where they will jump in to protect Daenerys at all costs? Are they like friendly, nice puppies? Are they like cats? How are they going to act like? They're gonna act like dragons probably, but I'm very excited to finally have some dragons in the show. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm starting off with Daenerys and the Dothraki because it's who I'm rooting for mostly, but obviously I'm rooting for the Starks as well. So let's go to the Starks. Oh, by the way, I still don't know where Jorah Mormont, where his loyalties lie. I feel like he could be triple-crossing Daenerys. I also believe that he could possibly also just be actually loyal to her. Maybe we even saw some signs of possibly having extra feelings for Daenerys. And by extra feelings I mean that he loves her. Hopefully she raises a bigger army, she rejoins hopefully with Khal, and they ship off towards King's Landing at some point. Hopefully for Joffrey's ugly little head. So since we talked about King's Landing and Joffrey, I hope Joffrey will be dead this season. Although I do have a feeling that we're going to have to suffer Joffrey for a couple more seasons at least. They could do Viserys on me and just surprise me and kill him off mid-season of this season, which I'll just throw a party. It will be glorious. There might be tears of joy. But yeah, Joffrey's king. Disgusting. Cersei's going to be running the show, I assume, behind the scenes, although Joffrey seems to keep making just dumb decision after dumb decision and basically ruling whatever his mother thinks should be done because he's the king and she's not. But yeah, Joffrey is ruling at King's Landing, Sansa is forced to stay there, Arya is heading off, I assume, to be at Night's Watch, where she will be reunited with Jon Snow, hopefully. She is along with Robert's legitimate son. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two characters get along. The Starks have Jaime Lannister. They still hold him captive. They are marching at King's Landing with only one thing in mind, and that is, well, actually two things in mind. Save Sansa and Arya. They assume Arya is still there, but then just kill all of them. And by all of them, I'm not sure exactly what they mean, but I assume literally everybody. That person who threw the rock at Ned Stark before his execution, that person is going to get killed as well. Everybody who was booing him, clapping in that scene, gonna get killed. People are going to suffer if the Starks invade King's Landing. And I'm not a proponent of suffering, but neither was Ned, and they still killed him, so hopefully my pillow remains pretty safe for the first episode of Season 2, although Joffrey could trigger me at any moment. If you guys are enjoying these reactions, please leave a thumbs up in the video, subscribe for more videos, and leave a comment telling me your thoughts. No spoilers please, just, you know, just casual conversation about the episode. But enough with the talking, enough with the intro. How about we start Season 2? I'm ready. I think. I don't know. Possibly not at all. I will not be skipping the intro. I wonder what and if there will be any major differences from Season 1. Dragonstone! Is this the first time they're showing it in the intro? Or am I just now noticing because we did the video with the lore and the history and they talked about Dragonstone? I'm guessing we will be seeing Dragonstone more. Maybe they go there with, maybe Khaleesi, Daenerys takes them there. The people that she has right now as her army, in quotes, her followers in a sense. That would be interesting.
Did you like that?
It was well struck, Your Grace.
I already said it was well struck.
Yes, Your Grace.
The fact that she even has to call him Grace, like,
Who's next?
my goodness. Is this another Sam character? He does not look very threatening at all.
Are you drunk?
No. No, Your Grace.
You can't!
Have you met him?
Did you say I can't?
I only meant it would be bad luck to kill a man. Yes. A fool, you're so clever to see it. He'll make a much better fool than a knight. He doesn't deserve the mercy of a quick death.
Did you hear, my lady Sodontes? From this day, you'll be my new fool.
Good job, Sansa, good job. Good job. Please, start smacking him immediately. Do not wait, do not hesitate. Start slapping him immediately.
Been
Please.
here ruling the kingdoms.
What a fine job you've done.
Her loss. Her father was a confessed traitor.
But still her father.
Yeah, you
Surely
damn
having
idiot.
selfishly lost your own beloved
Fool,
father.
stupid kid. Just playing the game.
Of course you are.
He understands it. He understands it.
Well,
He gets it.
enjoy your name day, Your Grace.
Smart people understand each other, and Joffrey is going to be the one that's going to be lost in the translation of all this.
Why are you here?
Yeah, well, you're about to find out.
Don't get up. More ravishing than ever, big sister.
Oh no.
God agrees with you.
Oh no. Oh no, this is not a good sign in my speculation of them possibly having done the thing.
Fought with the hill tribes.
He
So
did.
many adventures. So much to be thankful for.
Tyrion is probably so glad he's able to pour his own wine finally again.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
I do believe the hand of the king is welcome at all small councils.
And he's also small.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah, you idiot.
Done nothing.
Quite right.
You-
You did nothing. When your son called for Ned Stark's head. Might just get his uncle Jaime back.
How much does Tyrion actually care about the
You love your
Lannisters?
children. It's your one redeeming quality. That and your cheekbones. Starks love their children as well.
I'm scared of how much he loves them though.
We had 3 Starks to trade.
Now we have
You
one.
chopped one's head off and let another escape. Father would be furious. Must be odd for you
This is one of
to be the disappointing child.
This is the first time I've seen Cersei show this much emotion on her face. I think ever in this scene. I've never seen her show these many different emotions facially.
Do you remember your vows, sir?
Of course I remember.
We can spare 4 masons for a week, my lord. Will that be sufficient to repair your walls?
Bran is going to run this, isn't he?
listening to people you'd rather not listen to.
Is that so?
Responsibilities as Lord of Winterfell.
This is very interesting for Bran. But he is so mature. As I said, him and Arya, compared to like Sansa, are so mature for their age in a lot of the things that they think of and do. Who's dreaming this? Who's dreaming this? Bran? Apparently the first one was about his father, so what is this one about? And our favorite trio right now is back. I love these three. Nymphadora, Hodor and Bran.
I don't dream.
Oh, she brushed her hair.
I don't.
She brushed her hair.
That's
I just noticed. You can actually see her face.
That's an omen. So it means Rob will win a great victory in the south.
Did they? Blood. Mark the death of your father.
Just how different people will interpret things to mean what they'd like them to mean. Oh, that's the dream. He looks into the water and sees a wolf. Because he's the wolf, right? Speaking of dragons, show me the queen herself. And her little pet dragons. Yeah, they're so cute though. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
What did your brother say about
Where are the other two?
He said
There was
they
3 of
were-
them.
He didn't tell you what. He didn't know anything about anything.
So true. So true.
Eh.
Close it. We better not lose a single dragon. You know how hard these things are to find?
So we meet. We'll kill us and take your dragon.
No one will take my dragons.
They're too weak to fight.
We need a bigger army, Khaleesi.
As you will mine.
So this is what I'm talking about. Are they still going to be like together and until Khal comes back? I like the detail with her chapped lips. Also, I am aware of like Emilia Clarke's health issues while filming the show. So like, was it before? But I don't know if it was before they started shooting. Is this like post the strokes? Was it a brain tumor stroke? Was it both? I don't know. I have that mixed up a little bit. But when was this in the timeline, like as well, of her health conditions? Because that's super impressive how she went through that and just went on to keep acting in one of the most iconic shows in television history.
Nothing's killed me yet.
Are this?
Girl in 6 months.
Oh god.
Keep on not seeing him if I were you.
Oh god.
You don't like people messing with his daughters.
You don't like people messing with his wife. He marries his daughters.
Of course he does.
On and on it goes.
Of course.
Foul. It's beyond foul.
All the other wildlings for 100 leagues have disappeared. Bastard's still here. Must be doing something right.
So these are wildlings, I assumed correctly. So the wildlings are like just
Marries his daughters.
right the people from the other side of the wall.
He said he planned to stop here.
Good question,
Went to
John.
the Frostfangs.
Who's this little girl? You're prettier than half my daughters.
This is crazy. What's going on with this man? What type of sex dungeon is he running? In the history and lore video that I reacted to, I also found out about the beautiful term sister wives. So we have sister wives, daughter wives,
All 6 were abandoned.
possibly son
All
wives.
the wildlings. Been calling himself that for years. What's he king of? A frozen lake somewhere.
It'd be interesting to find out like
It's a good-looking axe.
what the governance is outside at the other side of the world. Like, are there actual like civilizations, kingdoms ruled by somebody?
Like steel.
They did talk about a king of the wildlings in the history and lore again video.
Wife, tell the Lord Crow how content we are.
This is our place. Our husband keeps us safe. Better to live free than die a slave.
These poor children,
You
bro.
jealous old man? See me with all these young wives and you with no one to warm your bed?
Does she look jealous?
Chose different paths.
She looks pretty disgusted.
You chose the path with no one but boys on it. Staring too long.
She's staring because she's about to throw up from all the disgusting things that has been happening underneath this roof. And it probably stinks as well. From all sort of things. I just feel dirty just looking at the dude. That's not Cersei, is it? Cersei, not the actress Rohan. Cersei? Cersei Rohan?
We need to stop her.
That's your name? Melisandre. It could be an actress that just looks like her, I don't know. She has claims for the throne, right? Stannis? Is she going to just try and go and take it as well? There will be a lot of people marching at King's Landing. So, who is Melisandre? I don't remember if we've heard of her in the previous season. This is definitely the first time I've seen her.
Brother Robert left. Wasn't my beloved brother? I didn't love him. He didn't love me.
A harmless courtesy, Bruce.
A lie. Take it out.
You know what? I could respect this.
The boy Joffrey, the boy Tommen, and the girl
He's like, I didn't love him. Don't lie.
Shall we drink together?
Don't.
A cup of wine to honor the one true God.
What's the meaning of this? And why did she tell him not to? What's going on? What are we... Is that why? Did he know? She does not seem impacted at all by it.
But the fire burns them all away.
So is that why you're just completely everything red? You're the fire, supposedly representing the fire?
Just not with yours. Smart boy. What's wrong? Don't like being called boy?
If we learned anything... I will say that Jaime Lannister, the actor who's playing him, is doing an amazing job. But I was about to say, we learned to like not trust anybody in the show. Like,
Defeated by a boy.
the smart thing is to not trust anybody.
By a boy?
What are they going to do to him?
Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy. You pushed my brother from a window because he saw you with the queen. You have proof.
Oh. I was about to say, are they just going to just do this here? Kill him like that? That would have been an insane start to the second season. What in the Assassin's Creed is this?
Like dead bodies.
Then again, it is. I think some of it is in Croatia, which was Venetian at some point, the architecture.
Can't trust anyone in King's Landing. They're all liars. Good liars, bad liars. One or two great liars.
What about you?
She's talking about Varys and Littlefinger.
I'm a slave to the truth.
Oh, hello, Snake. Again.
Lord Baelish.
Baelish. I keep like
I wonder if I might ask you.
I keep calling him Littlefinger. I should start calling him Baelish, I guess.
Ned Stark's
But I like
vessel.
Snake a lot.
We can't seem to locate her.
Some people are fortunate enough to be born into the right family. Others have to find their own way.
Message.
When boys and girls live in the same home, awkward situations can arise. Sometimes I've heard even brothers and sisters develop certain affections. And when those affections become common knowledge...
Cersei, are you aware
It is an awkward situation.
that like everybody knows?
Especially in a prominent family.
Are you?
Families often forget.
This is like the openest closed secret ever.
Which truth is that?
Knowledge is power.
basically told.
Seize him. Cut his throat.
Excuse me?
Oh, wait. I've changed my mind. Let him go.
This woman is bona fide insane. She's like actually crazy, psychotic. Could be anything. What is going on here? This is one of the weirdest scenes yet. What happened here? That was crazy.
Do see if you can take some time away from your.
What a great scene. Game of Thrones keeps like upping up the level, the quality of writing. Well written, beautifully acted, just executed to perfection. I was literally about to say, Baelish revealed the fact that he's aware of Cersei's like relationship with her brother, and possibly brothers and cousins, and possibly children and nephews, and possibly father. What else is there? Do they have any dogs in the family? That. And he told her that so that she fears him. Which is why he said, as is his motto, as he actually like truly believes, knowledge is power, because when you know everybody's little secrets, you can like threaten them, right? I'm going to reveal the secrets, so you need to be lenient with me. So I was just about to say that was a smart way for him to like let her know, right? That he knows. But like Cersei's like counter to that, so freaking good. This is the first time I've like legitimately seen Baelish startled like this. Actually, like this is probably one of the few times he actually felt like, oh shit, my tricks and and what I know and the power that I thought I had in this situation is completely lost. Usually when Baelish is having a conversation so far, which is a credit to the actor's job as well, but obviously also the writing, because it's purposeful, it just looks like he always has the upper hand in a conversation, right? It's usually only with Varys where they're on equal footing, but then even then it looks like Baelish one-ups Varys a lot in the one-on-one conversations that they had. And this is the first time, like, during a conversation where this happened, where he truly loses all control of what is going on. This is Game of Thrones at its best. These one-on-one conversations may be even better than like the action killing sequences, which are super like shocking, dramatic, and all those great things. But these one-on-one talks so far in both season 1 and season 2 have been my favorite scenes. And quite a few of them have involved Cersei, so credit to her as well. Not the actual like character, because she's a horrible, horrible person, but the portrayal of the actress, and also the writing of her character is just so good that allows for these type of moments, because you truly like don't know what she might do next, although she in a way she's also a character that appears to have everything like under control. Like she just has this moment where she can snap like this, right? This was a pretty insane, pretty scary like moment. I actually thought maybe because I know it's Game of Thrones, I thought maybe they were actually going to kill him, Baelish, right here. That would have been crazy, right? But that also plays again to the how well it was written and performed and acted. This scene, wow! Just a round of applause by me for this scene. It was very, very good, very, very good. Wow.
These are, Your Grace.
These are my terms.
Yeah. Like, what are you thinking?
If the Queen Regent and her son meet them, I'll give them peace. If not, I will litter the south with Lannister dead.
King Joffrey is a Baratheon.
No, he's not.
Oh, is he?
No, he's not. And are you not, like, they're marching currently to war.
I will be all for
Do you think he's going to have, like, a easygoing, peaceful, like, requests? Do you think he's going to be like, okay, just apologize and I'll spare you? No. We're going there to kill the Lannisters, specifically Joffrey, alright? And if you have an issue with that, too bad.
The Lannisters are going to reject your terms, you know.
Duh.
You can fight them in the field as long as you like. We won't beat them until you take King's Landing.
What are we fighting for if not for that?
It's more complicated than that, you know it is.
See, Rob is thinking like a king right now. Catelyn is thinking just as a mother. That's all that's important to her, is her children. Right? You need to do your part in this as well. Rob is a very, very smart commander.
I will
dead at first.
There you go. He knows what he's asking. He's not asking for anything crazy. He knows that you'll need manpower, and he knows that he can trust you and not trust just anybody. All the things that Rob is doing right now are very, very intelligent and smart things.
You've done so well.
Exactly. Recognize that.
Your father would be
Caitlin was just going off just motherly emotion in this scene. And that would not help anybody.
I had a disgusting lie about Uncle Jamie.
Everybody knows Cersei.
And you?
Cersei, everybody knows.
Our enemies will say anything to weaken your claim to the throne.
Father had other children. Besides me and Tom and myself.
She did? Oh, is that the rumor he found out?
What are you asking?
Or
I'm asking if he fucked other women when he grew tired of you. How many bastards does he have running?
I don't know what to do. Do I clap because she got slapped, or do I not clap because it's Cersei? I loved how everybody just stopped whatever they were doing and just...
What you just did is punishable.
Let's say you do something then. You little weak king.
You will never do it again.
What if she slapped you again right here?
Never.
That would have been hilarious.
That will be
Although Cersei's face, again, as I said, in this one episode, I've seen more emotions in her face than I saw the entirety of the previous season. My goodness.
No. Do you have any idea?
That's a good callback. But that was so... What the transition, bro.
I think he's a fancy man.
Don't call him Littlefinger. Doesn't
Oh,
like it.
my bad. That's all I've been calling him.
She's beautiful.
She's a dumb slut, really, but... live for every
She didn't say she was smart, she said she's beautiful.
Lord Commander.
Oh. Are they going to tear his place up?
You do realise this establishment is owned by Lord Peter Baelish?
Is that his child? Is that the former king's child? Don't make me watch this. Of course they would. Of course they would. Every... That's the first move, obviously, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Of course that would be their first move. But the one bastard son left for King's Landing. For King's Night's Watch. But they're trying to kill all other possible bastard children. At least the glimpse that I saw, because I covered my face, they did not actually show the death of that kid. That baby, rather. Damn, yeah, obviously, it's an episode finale. And the first episode finale in Game of Thrones usually has to be like... It needs to shake you a little bit. This is very Pirate of the Caribbean flavored theme music for this ending. But yeah, I should have thought of that. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I actually didn't consider how many possible bastard children there were. But as we've established, another thing that we have established on the show, that there's tons of bastards walking around, bastards of kings and lords. They're everywhere. All scenes in which animals appear were strictly supervised with utmost concern for their handling. I hope this is true, because this made me happy to know that the beautiful little animals were taken care of. Little and big animals, that is. Very interesting first episode, as we jump back into the relentlessness of this show. My favorite moments in this first episode had to do with Cersei. Just seeing actual, like, legitimate, at least from what I could tell, you could never know with this woman, some actual emotions come out of her. By far the best scene was with Baelish, who apparently hates people calling him Littlefinger. but I do have the urge to keep calling him Littlefinger now that I know that, because he is a snake at the end of the day. At least for now, he remains a snake who betrayed Ned, and we don't like him that much. So that scene was great though, with Cersei. What a great scene. That dynamic between Joffrey and Cersei is a very interesting one, for so many reasons. She's his mother. She is a psychopath. He is her incest baby with her brother. He is stupid and a psychopath. She is queen, right? He's king at this moment, which again, like, whatever. But since he's king, he has the final say on things, and he could literally just kill her, right, for slapping him, for example. Just one example of the many that he could use to kill her if he wanted to. But she's his mother, and not only is she his mother, she was the one, like, from the very beginning of the show, she was advising him, right? So it's not just the mother role that she has over her child, she's the mind behind the throne right now. She understands that. I don't know if Joffrey understands that. I think Joffrey just thinks he's the best, like, strategist, the best fighter, the most beautiful looking king to ever king in kingness. But he's also, like, incredibly stupid, so he doesn't realize that he's incredibly stupid and making stupid decisions. So that dynamic is very, very, very interesting, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see it unfold. Cersei in a way has created a monster, but her being a monster herself makes sense. Very similar to how we talked about in the live stream with Viserys and what he probably grew up watching from his father, right? And why he probably turned out the way he did, because he grew up while his father was basically mad, crazy, the Mad King, as they call him. So that's a very, very interesting dynamic between Cersei and Joffrey. I like the scene with Jaime and Robb a lot. Everybody's doing a phenomenal job acting wise. I really like as well Jaime's portrayal, the actor. We had also this discussion in the live stream about I do hate the Lannisters as characters, all of them, outside of Tyrion. But I have to say, like, the performances are great. They're really good. Especially like Cersei and Jaime. They're like top tier performances. Again, Robert is developing into a very, very fearsome battle general, king, like all in one. He just seems like very, very competent. He's a very good strategist. He's very good at prioritizing. With that scene with Catelyn where she was thinking like just mother. She was in mother mode, save my children. And Robb was like, he had the view of a bigger picture. And he also, I think, is aware like they're not going to hurt their daughters, right? Even if they had both of them. Because he understands that as long as they have Jaime there, those are their negotiation pieces for Jaime. So he's like, no, we're not going to like just throw him away just to get Sansa back, although they believe they're going to get both of them back. And we saw both parties talking about like how much value do their captives hold in this negotiation table. They mentioned about the Greyjoy and them having to negotiate with the Greyjoy. We have learned about the past, how the Greyjoy rebelled against the Starks, and the Starks basically ran through them. Has like the Starks' reign being kind of like okay, helped soften a little bit the remnants of what happened? I probably think it hasn't. And also we saw Daenerys again, and she is going to have to find a way to regain her strength, in a sense. I know we got their dragons back, but they're still very small. She needs an army and manpower as well, much like Robb. Yeah, they're struggling right now in the endless desert, and the conditions. We saw her horse pass out. I assume probably died. I assume from heatstroke. I don't know. I think will be eventually they're going to go at Dragonstone. Right, she probably has people she knows there that can help her in a way. We'll see how that goes. I'm only saying that because we saw Dragonstone in the intro. could be just because I found out about Dragonstone recently, so I caught it when they showed it. But leave your comments below, your thoughts on my ideas on where the show and the characters are going. Thank you guys so much for sticking around, watching and experiencing this Game of Thrones journey with me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.